Hello everyone, this is Matt from Real World Review, and today is week 9 of Let's Talk. If you don't know what Let's Talk is, pretty much what I do is I go over my Google feed and I select 3 articles and I talk to you guys about those. And the camera that I'm using right now is the LG G6 at 1080p at 60 frames per second. So let's get started on the first article. This one comes from Android Authority and it's talking about how OnePlus is doing another giveaway. Pretty much what they're doing is they're doing a short film contest and the first prize winner gets $10,000. This also includes 2 OnePlus devices and a gimbal. The second and third prize winners will receive $4,000 and $2,000 respectively. It also says that the second winner will get 2 devices without a gimbal and the third winner will only get 1 device. OnePlus actually got a filmmaker by the name of whatever that says right there because I cannot read that at all. But either way, they got this person as a filmmaker to help people out. And I think that's pretty cool. This article also talks about how you shouldn't be rushing to make something for this because it's not exactly how you think it is. So the first step that you need to do is create your idea. Pretty much what you have to do is type it out, no more than 300 words. So pretty much you send them a story, they go over it, and then they pick 10 winners. Those 10 winners will receive a OnePlus 6T, so then they can film these videos. And of those 10 winners, only 3 of them will be picked for the grand prizes. This article also states that there are 2 catches. The first being that it has to be written in English, which sounds like it makes sense, but for some people it may be a little bit difficult. Like if you're in a different country, English may not be your first language. The second catch is that anything that you submit to OnePlus, they can use for whatever it is. So whether it's actually a film or the idea, which is concerning, but I don't think it's really that big of an issue. I highly doubt that OnePlus could take advantage of something that's only 300 words or maybe a couple minutes of video, so you should be fine. Just like their contest, it does end soon. It actually ends in 6 days on March 11th, so get everything submitted. If you have any issues finding a way to submit your article to OnePlus, there's a little button on the bottom of this article, so go check that out. I think it's pretty cool that OnePlus keeps doing stuff like this. It definitely gets their name out. Also, I highly doubt that there's going to be a lot of people submitting their ideas to this, so who knows, maybe you might win. I don't think I'm going to send anything to them, but who knows. And if I do and I end up making a film out of it, I will definitely post it on my channel. So the next article comes from The Verge talking about how Apple redesigned the FlexGate issue. Well, it doesn't entirely mean that this has been fixed. So pretty much what they talk about is the fact that the cable will probably cost around $6. I mean, no one really knows exactly how much that cable will be, but the issue is that instead of allowing the person to change that cable, you actually have to change the entire screen, which could cost you about $700, which is extremely expensive for those screens, and it pretty much makes people want to have Apple fix it rather than fixing it by themselves or taking it to a third party. I thought it was pretty interesting that they made the cable 2 millimeters longer, which I don't think will really fix the issue, but apparently Apple does, or maybe it was required, but who knows, maybe this will fix the issue. I guess we'll have to see in a couple years. And the last article is from Notebook Check talking about a new Raspberry Pi alternative. Now this isn't really that big of a deal, but I did want to talk about it because there's a lot of logic boards that have been created because of the Raspberry Pi, and I think that's a good thing. So this one in particular is the Pine H64 Model B, which is a updated version of their Model A. This model has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi built in and can be updated to 3 GB of RAM if needed. The processor that they're using is the Allwinner H6, which I guess is the same one that they used on the Model A, and it has 2 USB 2.0 A ports and 1 USB 3.0 Type A port. And there are 2 20-pin Pi 2 GPIO headers. There's also a gigabit Ethernet port, 128 megabytes of SPI flash, and it has a HDMI port as well. I don't know if I already said it, but this is $25, but you can't order it for $25. So just like the Tesla Model 3, the only one that you can buy right now costs $39, which is more than the Raspberry Pi. However, that's for the 2 GB version. The 3 GB version is $49, and the 1 GB version is going to be $25 whenever they release that. One thing I do find interesting is that they have either a Bluetooth or a Wi-Fi antenna that's hanging off the board. It's a little strange, but I don't know. I guess it's not that bad. Now, should you buy this? Probably not, or maybe you should. Who knows? The reason I'm bringing it up is that I find it interesting, and I think it's pretty amazing that these companies are making devices like this. Also, the company Raspberry Pi is definitely an influencer with all of these logic boards. Technically, having competition is not that good for the company Raspberry Pi, but it does help their consumers by forcing these companies to make better products. So this gives us the option to have higher spec models or cheaper, lower spec models. And eventually those Game Boys with Raspberry Pis built in are going to be a lot cheaper to buy, so everyone wins. And that's all I wanted to talk about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and all the links are going to be in the description below, so you can read those whenever you want. And if you have any questions or disagree with my ideas, let me know in the comment section or on Twitter at MattofRWR. And feel free to follow me on social media listed above. Also subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this, as well as review and repair videos. And hit that bell button so then YouTube actually reminds you when those videos do come out. Thanks for watching.